Hi there, it's Jenny from Ginger Ninja Crafts, and I thought that today I would do a little video of me playing about making some twinchies. So I am so behind on videos. Excuse me as I just clean off my glass mat. I'm so behind on videos, but I have been meaning to check out the lovely Janet Kay, her channel is Crafts with Tea and Janet Kay, and she has been hosting a twinchies challenge, and she's asking for people to send her 2 twinchies, which are, I think, a bit like an ATC, if you know what that is, like a little work of art in miniature. So an ATC measures 2.5 by 3 inches. And a twin sheet measures 2 inches, so I think it's a 2-inchy, a twinchie. So I have been playing about a bit, and I have got some twinchies to send to Janet, and I thought, well, I'll just do a VR and then I'll make some slightly different ones and show you a possible use for them. So I'm going to start by making a bit of an inky mess. So I've got some blue inks here. I've got this Stormy Sky, which is a recent purchase for me. I've got Salty Ocean, which is messy, and I've got Blueprint Sketch. So, and excuse my glass mat's got light reflected on it because it's just kind of dim here, and I need the light, and I can't figure out how to get it without the reflection on my glass mat. So, but it's not the end of the world. So I've just squished some of that ink. So the Stormy Sky and the Salty Ocean, and then I've got some cardstock here, which I think is about 300 GSM, and I'm just gonna pick it up a bit and see what we get with that. Just picking it up. So yeah, so I will link Janet's video about her giveaway in the description, so you can hop on over and check her out if you haven't already. I'm sure everybody knows Janet. She's got a lovely channel. And yeah, go and give her a bit of YouTube support. Her challenge, I think, runs up till the 31st of October, and it is open international. I think she is doing a PayPal prize, so it's dead easy for anybody to win, and we don't need to worry about, Janet doesn't need to worry about posting out prizes, because, well, we all know post is a bit of a challenge at the moment. I feel very sorry for all the folks that are working in it and trying to keep everything running. So I am just kind of picking up sort of smooshes of colour, and obviously this is going to make a lot of twinchies. So I'm going to put this on pause. I'm going to get my glass mat out of the way. I'm going to use my heat tool to dry this off a little bit and not deafen you, and I will see you in a second. Okay, so that is my piece dried off. Now I'm going to chop into it and cut out some 2 by 2 inch squares. So I've got my caterpillar here, gonna cut some of these. I haven't made twinchies for ages. They're such a nice mini size though, so you don't kind of have to stress about filling too much space. And I've obviously not quite dried this 100% because it's a little kind of fluffy, so I'll just trim that off. So what I've got is I've got a few sort of background stamps that I want to use, and I've got some die cuts as well. Now I have an Instagram channel, and on my Instagram today I've shared a wee reel with some very speedy a little taste of what I did with my die cuts. So I will link my my Instagram channel, and you can hop on over there if you want to see how I did that. So there's just a few, and I'm going to also use this stamp. Came with my Papercraft Society box, and I've also just pulled out this stamp set which came with Indigo Blue magazine. It was the Mixed Media Special 4, and it's the one with the poppy. I'm not too sure when exactly I got that. I'm just pulling it up a wee bit because you're awfully close. So I've got a bit of scrap paper here that came with a magazine, and I am going to just get some inkies. And do a little bit of stamping. So I'm going to again use this Distress Oxide ink in the Stormy Sky, and I'm just going to put 4 of them down like that. I'm going to spritz a wee bit of water, and I'm going to just try and partially catch each of these. Like so. That's fine. And then these 2 that I sort of moved. I think that's not quite the right size actually. I think this is the one. There you go. Now I'm going to use, I bought these ages ago. These are some Altenew crisp dye ink, and these are kind of shades of grey. What's it called? Warm grey. So there's Lava Rock, Moon Rock, Evening Grey, and Morning Frost. And I'm going to take a scripty stamp. Just use the same stamp block. And maybe use this one, which is the Moon Rock, and just pop a little bit of that on there. So they're sort of similar but different. Similar elements, but they're slightly different. Now you could do this, stamp it all up, and then trim it down afterwards, but I don't want to do that this time. I want to do them, I'm kind of starting with the point of the twinchy rather than the big chopping into a big patterned bit. Now what else? I've got these little squares which are quite cute, and it says, be kind to yourself, you deserve love, unleash your creative spirit and believe in the healing power of art. KHS. I think I'm going to do that, and I might just go in, what does that look like, the darkest ink. Just try it on this wee bit here. Yeah, that is pretty good. So try and find a blankish bit for that. There we go. This one will be a bit bolder there. Okay. Now, what I've got that I want to put on here is these little toadstools. So I've got two, see there, there's two kind of shapes of them, and these come from this die set. So it is called Funky Foliage. It's by Tim Holtz for Sizzix. I bought it a few weeks ago, and this is my first time kind of playing with it, and it is lovely. So I've got a few of these made up, and again, this is what I'll show you on that little Instagram reel. You can see what I did with that. So this is the kind of the idea, that there's just that little bit of red on it. So now is my time to decide, is there any more stamping I'd like to do? And I think there is. So I've got that kind of square there with the text. So, and obviously these are little twinchy squares. So I think I'm going to stick with the square. I'm going to use this, the lightest of the ink, and just go in with my square. Maybe that light one is too light. Maybe I'll go with the second one, which is evening. What is it? Evening grey. Actually, I quite like a bit of both of that, so through these. Just line can show if I do it here, yeah. So obviously making twinchies is great for something that you can swap with your crafty chums and things like Lovely Janet's challenge. But also, I guess it's thinking, what else could you do with these little little projects? And what I'm going to do today is make up a batch of some little cards, because I don't have any at the moment in my stash. I've used them all up. So let me move this out of the way. So I got these little mini 3x3 cards that come with wee envelopes, and they're really handy to pop into Happy Meal. If I get a larger order for my Etsy shop, I'll sometimes stick one of these little cards in just to sort of say a special thank you. So that is what I'm planning to do with these. So the first thing I'm going to do is pop on my toadstool. Out of the way. Whoops. So I'm going to pop the toadstool on there. And so you can see they're not identical, but they're obviously on a theme. And yeah, it's handy, isn't it, if you want to just pop a little message in with a gift or with a crafty swap, then just a little card. It's not going to add too much weight or anything, but it just, I don't know, it's always lovely, isn't it? I love it when I get a wee card in the post. And I am a big fan of these kind of toadstools. They always make me think of kind of fairies and things. So yeah, there's something just lovely about them. Now, I think they're going to get a little bit lost just on the card, so I want to give them a wee bit of an edge, and I think I'm going to try it with this Stormy Sky and see if that's enough, just on a little sponge. And see. Against the white, and it's subtle, but I think it makes a difference. So just gonna squeak around with that. The only thing when you do this, especially I find with the oxides when they're quite new, is a little bit of ink can go a long way, and you have to be careful and not either let them dry really for a good length of time, or if you're using them a wee bit sooner, just be careful not to smudge the colour on the white card. I do that all the time. I made a card on the weekend for one of the challenges that I'm on the design team for, and oh dear, I'd stuck it on, and I'd added some Nuvo drops, and then I realised I'd put a big smudge of ink into one of the white spaces that I'd left. So I ended up cutting it off the base and popping it on another base. Ugh, what a faff that was. But so yes, so that is all those. Now I want a wee, do I want a wee message on the card? Probably yes. Let me just pause you for a second while I grab a wee stamp. Okay, so I'm going to use a little sentiment from this Julie Hickey stamp set. So it is the Beautiful Butterfly set, and I'm using especially for you. So just see, does that stamp nice? Perfect. So I've got that stamp, and I'm also going to add my own little stamp on the back. And I'm gonna pop my little mushrooms on. So pop that on there. Let the glue get a hold. And then ink up my stamp. And as lovely Julia McNeil Crafts always says, you need to allow some time for the ink to get off your stamp and onto the card. So that is one. So let me do another one. Do you know, I always love the kind of little cute cards and things. So these are just a great size to just have some in your stash ready to go. For when you just need to add a wee note. Glue. So yeah, so I'll not make you watch me just stamp all those things. So if you just hang on a little moment. So yeah, so that is my little mini cards made from twinchies. So just an idea, if you have been making a load of twinchies and then you think, what am I going to do with them all? You could pop them on a card if you wanted, as well as siding them in swaps and things. I also die cut a load of leaves, and I am not going to show you my finished project with those because they might have ended up on twinchies or ATCs, for example, which have gone out to people. So I will share pictures of those on Instagram once I have finished them off. But I hope that you enjoyed that little video, and it's a while since I've done a little crafty video, so I hope that everything was in shot and everything. And as I say, please check out the lovely Janet's challenge. The link is in the description of this video, and the link of my Instagram is also in the link, so if you wanted to see that little reel video, and I'd love it if you'd let me know what you think in the comments, and if you enjoyed today's video, please hit like. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye!